guys finished with the dungeon in the Cobalt Mountains and made your way down towards the confluence of the river Soshenstar, fighting a couple of goblins who had previously stolen one of your boats.
Those bastards.
Yes. But now, sit in your rowboats. Ahead, you can see up on a small hill the palisades of Fort Vengeance. The lazy river drifting to the west. It is hot. There is some light wind and just this kind of drizzle coming down from the clouds. What do you guys want to do?
If I recall, we are headed, now that we got our boats, I think we're headed back to town.
That does track.
We must acquire more quests.
Alright. Well, go ahead and give me a navigation check for navigating your boats down the river.
Sleuth, what's your mod for that right now?
Is that survival?
Yeah.
+5.
I'm also +5. We can help each other. But who shall roll?
What
I
a
think
conundrum.
I think this time I'll help you. You can roll this time. You navigate. I'll be your backup buddy. I'll hold the map.
20.
Alright. So you head down the river. It's not terribly difficult. The river's not fast or it's not rapids or anything like that. And you can see where there's little minor lagoons and smaller temporary deltas that tend to form as rivers just sculpt their way through the soft land. But eventually, then, it is rather uneventful. And night falls.
How far are we from the palisade?
You long left sight of it. It is miles behind you.
Okay.
So you guys are going to try to force march through the night, or what?
We'll probably be fine with another hour or
No.
two.
I mean, is that wise, though, given the situation? You know, all the undead in the woods.
Chalk it up to a firm maybe.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, we both.
Fuck it, we ball. Force march.
All right.
No,
No?
let's not ball like that. That's dumb. Why are we doing that? That makes no sense. That's dumb. force march ourselves to just march on when we could stop and rest. No.
Haha, fool, we have a 2/3 majority. I've stacked the court with a man just as insane as me.
And the further we get here now, the less time we're in the undead forest altogether.
I swear to God, if we could counter like an undead T-Rex. Oh, sorry about that yawn. But we should probably not force march then. Or should we? Fuck, what are we doing?
So let's say we force march, Gilbert, and we all fail our saves and get a level of exhaustion, then run into something. Fuck, we're already exhausted.
What? No, we're not.
It's just
Oh, you mean if we fail our sorry. No, I follow. You know, when was the last time we made a genuinely stupid play? Let's do it. Let's force this march.
the last time we made a genuinely stupid play. About, I don't know, a couple of levels ago when you decided we beat the boss and you said, I wouldn't put a second boss in the same room with the first boss. It's okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That is a low blow, sir.
Maybe, but it's still true.
The doors even had a warning on them that you
I
just
mean-
decided to ignore.
I can't read that language.
But you didn't wait for anybody that could.
No one else could. No one could read it. That's why we pushed the doors open. Granted, I could have just, comprehend languages like a smart one. Okay, fine. We take a long rest.
Ooh.
I've been peer pressured. All right, we're forced marching. Let's do it.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
All right, Under, we're committing to the forced march.
No, we are not.
All right,
mean,
we
if-
leave Mister behind the woods.
If you want to
Bye.
dismount the boat,
We'll each take a different boat and a different route to get home. Whoever gets home first is the winner.
bonus points if they get there alive.
Yeah, if they make it to the city as a zombie, it don't count. Okay, so Mister, you refuse to force march?
Mister doesn't have to do shit. He can just start sleeping on the boat.
Oh yeah. Will force march. He can sleep on the boat.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yee.
Okay.
All right. Well, Mr. goes to sleep. River and Hebron, why don't you guys give me a Constitution saving throw as you keep rowing down the river?
Uh,
All right. Yeah, the hour passes. You get a little further. Do you keep going?
Might as well
Yee.
push until we start getting exhaustion.
Okay. Another con save. Yeah, you've been up for, adventuring for 10 hours now. Do you push on?
Fuck yeah.
Another con save.
You're all gonna die.
Well, River gets a level of exhaustion.
You're all gonna die.
Hebron's still going come morning. Mister wakes up. Ah, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the river, right? Walk straight into that school of fish. You and that ranger over there. Sleuth, do we push River, do we push for one more hour?
I'm getting exhaustion from that, so I think I'm at the point where I would stop.
You gonna keep going there? High speed?
Yes.
So what, River is joining
This is the deck of
Mr.'s
many
character
things.
and sleeping in the boat as Hebron solo starts paddling. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Okay, a 4th hour passes. Hebron. Do you continue after the 4th hour?
What's the area around here look like?
It's a slow-moving, winding river in the jungle.
Slow moving wide.
Hmm. Fuck it, we ball.
Okay, you press on through a 5th hour, and still you are fine.
How much further have we made it?
Assuming a brisk walking speed of like 3 miles an hour, that's 15 miles.
Under? Is that right?
You've gone, about 12, 15 miles, yeah.
How much further to town?
Give me a survival check. Uh, 30 to 50 miles.
I think we'll call it here.
Oh well, good session, y'all. I think I'm done then.
What the hell? We'll push it for another hour.
Are you sure?
I mean, if he's
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are asleep. River and Mister, you guys are asleep.
if he's been pushing for 4 hours,
This would be hour 6.
yeah, I don't need but a 4-hour sleep. So
See-
I done rested and got up. And he's still
Oh.
open.
He's still been around for like the past hour. You've just been watching him.
I'm just watching him, like pretending I'm asleep. Just watching him.
This is going to throw off the next long rest for me, isn't it?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Hebron needs no sleep, Septimus.
As you push it through the 6th hour,
Yeah, we'll make one last roll.
do it. Yeah, 6 hours and you're still fine. That's when you notice. Mister, what's your character's name again? You didn't change it in Discord.
Giuseppe?
Oh yeah, Giuseppe.
Yeah. Yeah, you notice Giuseppe just sort of watching you as you're rowing the boat.
Morning, Giuseppe.
You enjoying yourself there?
Oh yeah. It's good being in the outdoors.
I see that.
Also, frankly, the weather sucks less at night. We need to do more of our adventuring at night. Outside of the heat of the day, this jungle sucks. Under how many hours till dawn?
2.
Well, all right. I'm currently doing my own real life sleep schedule now. I think we'll find a nice place to tie ourselves to the shore, and I'm gonna head to bed since we got Giuseppe to be able to run watch.
Oogie?
Or Giuseppe could man the oars and start rowing down the river.
I
Wouldn't
mean,
that-
we could, but I'm not going to do that. That is manual labor. That is beneath Giuseppe. Thank you very much.
Giuseppe's one of them conscientious objectors to manual labor.
Ew, physical work. The horror.
And what is he, a bard?
All right.
Okay, so you guys slide over to the shore and make yourselves a neat little camp. 2 hours go by. The sun rises. Heavy rain and the hot, sticky air falling. About 2 hours after the sun rises, River completes his long rest. Hebron's still asleep in his tent. Do you guys do anything at this point, or?
No,
Uh,
I'll kick back and read a book.
I think practically speaking, we should probably start sailing us.
Yeah, all right.
I can sleep on the boat.
Yeah, all right. I'll start sailing.
All right, well, you or River will need to make a navigation check.
Oh, okay. You got that right, River? I mean, you have water in your name, so.
Fine, I'll do everything around here.
Fucking sails your ass through the night.
I was sailing your ass through the afternoon. What we have is an equivalent exchange and a freeloader. Numbers. There we go. 22.
All right. Yeah, you start rowing down the river. The day is rather uneventful. Just this heavy, downpouring rain. Cuts visibility only to a dozen feet or so. And about 2 hours before sunset, Hebron wakes up from his long rest.
Wait, what time does the sun set?
Well, you know what I mean. The adventuring
Okay,
day's
yeah.
got about 2 hours left in it.
Ah, the adventuring day. Okay. I was gonna say, wait, hold on. If I went to bed 2 hours before dawn, then 8 hours later would put us somewhere around 2. Wait, what is the adventuring day?
8 hours.
Oh, it's 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Ah, so that's how. Okay.
You sleep
you
for
think
8
we'll have a-
hours, you adventure for 8 hours, and they never were very clear about what happens for that other 8 hours. It's just sort of hand waved away.
You think we're on a farmer schedule? No, we're city folk. We're not that tough.
No, that makes sense. The other 4 hours is all like the camp essentials. It assumes that's where we pitch our tents, eat our food, take our poops,
Mm-hmm.
maintain our gear. They just don't factor it in mechanically, huh? You know, now I'm just picturing some fucking 9 to 5 office worker being like, man, I'm gonna have to force march this extra hour.
What energy drinks are for.
Yeah, potions of wakeful rest.
Oh, it's
More
like that
office
episode of
work.
West Wing. You know, when you saw Josh, shotgunning the Red Bull there.
When the
Potion of
office worker wants
wakeful
to feel like an adventurer.
I'm surprised he doesn't have the thing like hooked up to an IV.
He would have if people wouldn't have, stopped him.
All right. Well, if the parties approach the end of their adventuring day and it's the start of my adventuring day, I'll keep us going.
Okay. So you start rowing. Eventually, night falls. And as you're rowing along, Hebron, you spot about 40 feet ahead of you on like the side river, like on the side of the river near the shore, an overturned canoe.
I scan the forest nearby and the water.
Make a perception check. So as you're kind of slowly paddling, approaching this point on the river where this was overturned, you can see kind of, like they're trying to stay concealed in the bushes, on that side of the river. Reflection in like the moonlight of eyes. There are at least 3 pairs of eyes watching that overturned canoe.
Hmm. What's the range of those eyes?
From your position or from the canoe?
From my position.
About 60 feet.
All right. I'm gonna adjust us so we're about 80 feet out. I'm gonna hold on. What the fuck is it? Hold on, I gotta add it to my little cheat sheet. Crossbow. Yeah, nah, 60 feet's fine. I'm gonna take my light crossbow. I'm gonna fire a warning shot into the woods. Enough to give one of those eyes a good spooking.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
All right.
Yeah, so you shoot your arrow. You can see that it looks like 2 of the pairs of eyes have retreated, but one still stays there.
Well then, the folks resting are gonna hear that sound of like stronghold crusader crossbows getting fired. It's like fire another one at that.
You're actually shooting at the guy now?
Yeah.
Alright, roll to hit. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage. So yeah, you fire your crossbow. Moment goes by, you look out at the woods. You don't see those eyes looking out again.
That'll teach those ambushers. I'm going to mark this location on the map.
Okay, give me a survival check to try to put an accurate pin down.
Spot. Come back for loot later.
All right, sure. Yeah, it's about 12 miles from Novazan.
Turns out I fucking capped some adventurers.
So why are we going back to town? Because we have no quest.
Pretty much.
Ah,
Yeah, we're going back to town in order to acquire a quest. I mean, okay. We have a bigger quest, but that's to murder. I mean to defeat the villainous rogue Raz Nasi. But we don't know where he is or much about him yet, so we're heading back to town. We must acquire more quests. Alrighty, we keep a sailing.
All right. Well, eventually the night winds on, and you do eventually, reach the opening of the river. Kind of a shallow delta, where to the north you can see easily tread roads that lead to Novazan. The glow of the city's lights visible kind of over like a hilly horizon. I say hilly, it's like one hill.
A whole one ass hill.
Yeah.
Take the hill. Rah!
But as I assume you guys pick up your boats and start heading along the road.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, you pick up your boats, start walking up the hill. After about 10 minutes or so, you begin to see buildings. You can see the city wall in the distance. Then you've got like the slums kind of spilling out outside the city.
Wait, wasn't there a port we could go to?
On the ocean, did you want to do that? It's longer.
I mean,
Where do people coming with canoes on the river usually go?
About half go to the docks, the other half pick up their canoes and walk it in. Depends if they want to pay the docking fee or not.
Oh, fuck that. I'm walking it in.
You had me at free.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
We're frugal adventurers.
Bitch, we cheap. We low level cheapies. We don't have any money.
We got money.
Not a lot.
I don't know about that.
And maybe you don't have a lot.
But eventually you walk your way along the road. There are some like small inns and taverns on the road if you want to stop here, or you could head in to the city proper.
Uh, Yeah, let's go to that inn we went before. I forget the name under.
You forget
Oh.
the name.
Yeah, but we go to the same inn.
How do we know if it's the same inn if we
'Cause-
don't remember the name?
Because we'll recognize it in the locations.
Will you now? So there are two noteworthy inns inside the city, both of them near the Red Bazaar. You have the Thundering Lizard and Kaya's House of Repose.
Those both sound familiar.
So the Thundering
Fuck.
Lizard caters to a more raucous clientele. And you remember that a bed for the night there costs 5 silver. Kaya's House of Repose is much quieter and a bit more upscale, a bed costing a gold per night.
Well, I know which one I'm staying at. So,
The upscale one.
yeah.
But you don't have any money, Giuseppe.
I have a gold piece.
1 gold piece.
I mean, it
Enough
gets them a
to
bed
stay
for the
a
night.
few nights, you know.
Alright, yeah, we go to the House of Repose. And we do the
I
sleeping.
mean, if you want to go get in a bar fight, you can go, but not me.
No. I ain't about them bar fights.
Yeah, too many Zvarts have shown up and ruined them.
Yeah. It's all fun and games till the Zvarts show up.
Then it's a target-rich environment.
But yeah, you guys get to the House of Repose. You pay your gold. You get your beds. You guys sleep. Nothing really much happens. There's no like surprise visits in the night. So let's say morning comes, and you've all had a successful long rest at this point.
Most excellent.
The day is hot, windless, and dry.
Less excellent.
See, this is
Fucking weather.
why I prefer adventuring at night. Weather sucks less.
So yeah, you guys are in the city of Novazan. What would you like to do?
Inquire about quests. What is the
Is
local
there a
rumors?
job board or like local rumor from the bartender or something?
There isn't a job board, but given that the whole call for adventures has gone out, there's tons of rumors floating around.
Indeed. What's the give me the skinny as to what's happening in the jungle.
Give me a persuasion check.
If
Okay.
I want, I have
What, mister? All we hear is this jazzy tune going on in the background.
that's the One Piece theme.
I mean,
that's right. I have my persuasion is only I don't have proficiency in. I mean expertise in it yet. I only have proficiency.
I'm decently persuasive.
I've got a flat D20.
I can help anybody.
And are you a charisma caster or something?
Mm-hmm.
Then I can help you. You probably have a better
I have a
flat score.
+3.
Oh shit. All
I'm a
right, I
paladin.
guess I'll do
I'm
it.
not a really. Yeah, I'm a paladin. I only need my charisma to hit people.
Hold
Really,
on.
really
Wait. Mister, what's your charisma?
13.
Okay.
All right. So advantage with Giuseppe's help? Question mark.
Yeah, I'm a paladin just to be able to hit people really, really hard and radiant damage. That's it.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. For
Yeah. I give you help. Yeah.
$19 for persuasion.
Okay. And then roll me a d100.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, randomly assigned quest.
21.
Okay.
So our chances of survival on this, right? 21%.
So you're sitting there. You're now I'm wondering where I put the damn thing.
We're sitting there.
Wondering where we put the damn thing.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Ah, there it is.
We found the damn
So
thing.
you're sitting there, trying to find out the skinny, and there's this surly-looking dwarf. He goes by the name Flintstone Ironbutt.
Do his carriages all have holes in the bottom and he just sticks his leg out to run with them?
No, he doesn't use his legs for that.
He
uses his
he's
iron butt
ass
for that.
sliding. He's scooting around like a dog wiping its ass.
He appears to
Sorry.
be quite drunk and is going on and on about how there was a great dwarven hold to the south called Wormheart Mine near the land of ash and smoke. This is like in the southern part of the Mistcliff Mountains.
Really?
Yes. And, unfortunately, their prowess attracted a rather notable assailant. A great red worm has taken the mine.
Oh, well, fuck that.
Oh, don't tell me. They heard it was a worm, so they cut it in half, but it just turned out to be 2 worms after that.
And so, the dwarves are really looking to pay handsomely to retake their mine. But for some reason, as you kind of glance around, nobody really wants to go and deal with the great red dragon.
How big of a great red dragon is this?
He kind of sloshes word and is like, "Oh, it's the biggest. It's huge."
Alright, how many of these guys, and I'm going to just lift up my size small Drake, would fit inside of the dragon?
A lot.
Well, there goes a plan of choking it.
Yeah. You should have seen it though. There was this one group, bunch of gnomes.
Ugh.
They had this odd arcane device. They called it, and he like holds up his hand, an airship. Weirdest damned ship I ever did see.
Really?
Fucking gnomes, man.
Yeah, what
That we
they
need to
call
check
it the star goddess, something I don't know, something pretentious like that, right? They're gnomes.
Where was
Naturally.
this?
I was here, I don't know, a week ago. They took off to deal with the mine. Where it is, it didn't work so well. Their
Okay,
ship apparently
so-
ran aground into the jungle.
Yeah,
On the way to the mine.
they tried to put a
Yeah.
watercraft in the air.
Well, let's go. On the way to the mine, we can gain an airship. Are you kidding me?
Clearly, someone's kidding you, because it didn't work for them. They tried
Yes,
to
we
put a
will hire
watercraft in
gnomes
the
to
air.
put it back in the air.
They're the
and we
reason it
will
didn't stay in
soar.
the air.
Hey, you gotta understand. No, you have to understand how gnomes work. You know.
They don't.
Hey.
It's true.
What?
Gnomes
Yeah.
don't work. They make their living stealing cobbler from people.
What, you're gonna tell me you're part gnome now? Fucking hell.
Giuseppe is a soul in a body. This is a human body this time. But let's keep the gnome hate down a little bit.
I don't think it's gnome hate, if I'm right.
No, it's still gnome hate, even if you're right. Gnome lives matter.
All right. So let's see. Under where on the map would this this be that he's pointing us to?
Hang on. Well,
I go to the bathroom.
copy of the player version.
Ooh, I do like player copies.
Yeah, so he's kind of points out that it's in like the southern part of the Mistcliff Mountains, around that region.
That's a huge honking distance from us, isn't it?
It is a significant ways, yes.
Oh, yeah, the gnomes are traveling by ship.
Huh. All right. If there's a big worm, we might want to handle that later. Are there any other rumors we can come across?
Nope.
Ah, okay. The DM is saying no. This is your quest. Do it.
No, I'm not. You can choose not to do it.
Oh.
I'm saying that you asked, like, what rumors were you hearing around in town? This is what you found.
That's fair. All right. Well, at the very least, we could swing up by Fort Vengeance again before we head this way.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
So, yeah,
Mr.
it's like 800 miles to the southeast.
Holy Jesus.
That'll be a little bit before we get there.
It'll be a few days travel.
Let's see.
I think that's like the actual like north-south width of the United States.
No.
It would be from like us to New Orleans, almost.
Oh,
Like,
almost.
from the southern
Almost the
part of the
north-south with.
yeah, from the southern part of the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, I think we'll hold off on that one for now.
Yeah, actually, you're not wrong. It's about Chicago to New Orleans.
Yeah, it's almost our north-south width. That's just like short of Wisconsin, a little bit of Minnesota.
Yeah, I think the most of the U.S. is like 1,100 to 1,300 miles north of south.
Sounds about right.
Well,
About
on the interstate,
three-quarters of that.
like on the interstate, you could drive this in like 14 hours.
I don't think they have an interstate though under,
No, they don't.
They do. Just
but they
the ocean.
could.
It's the ocean. Ocean goes between states.
Uses the wish spell after creating an interstate map for a continent. I wish for the interstate map following the specifications laid out in the binder I am holding. Just wish as an interstate in reality. Holy shit! Why has no wizard done that? They could make bank.
Are they going to patrol it?
Oh, just include that in the wish.
It's also about the same distance as like Chicago to New York City.
Do people willingly go there?
You know what the worst part is about that though? You have to, like, Cleveland is in a straight line.
Cleveland's not that bad.
It's in Ohio. It can't be that good.
Actually, go check my family's from Ohio.
Why?
No, I mean it's Ohio. You don't really need to ask why they left.
No, I'm asking why they were there in the first place.
Because that's where a good chunk of the German side of the family is from.
Again, why?
Because the Germans all moved into Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and Minnesota.
That's like 6 other options they could have had.
Yeah, well, you know. Actually, I think they lived in Cleveland, if I recall. Oh, holy shit! Actually, yeah, in a straight line, you go just south of Cleveland, passing through its like collar counties.
So, map interesting bits aside.
Right. Yes, of course.
So, do you actually ask around about Ross Nisi or?
Oh
the
yeah.
whole thing. Okay. Yeah, no one really seems to know anything though.
Insight check.
Sure, make your insight check. So there are a few contacts that seem to recognize the name, but they absolutely profess that they have nothing to do with him and know nothing and don't want to know nothing. They didn't see nothing, they didn't hear nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes. As I pick up what they're putting down, I make sure to respond in such a manner that, of course, right. I must have misheard something. All right. Well, to Fort Vengeance we go then.
Okay. Are you gonna wait for the morning, or are you guys gonna set out now in like the mid-afternoon?
Let's head out now.
All right. So you guys retrieve your boats and begin walking them towards the edge of Nova Zon, unless you're just gonna like go to the docks and throw them in the ocean and hop in.
Do we have to pay?
Not to do that. Just to tie it up at dock.
We'll haul it.
Okay. So you start walking towards the southern gate. What's everyone's passive perception?
15.
Also 15.
13.
All right. Well, actually, Hebron and
We don't
River
know,
would notice
yeah, no.
this, but like they made a 15 on their stealth roll. So
Oh, well.
as you guys are walking, your boats through the southern gate, Hebron River, you do notice that there does appear to be a cloaked figure that has been following you since the House of Repose.
Cloaked figure
Yes.
in this kind of weather.
Yes.
On this day
Yes.
at noon.
Well, it's mid-afternoon, but yes.
In mid-afternoon, we're being tailed. Under.
Yeah.
How close to the edge of the city are we?
You are passing through the gatehouse into the outer slums.
Well, I think we'll just keep pace for now. I'd like to think ahead to where we tend to put our boat down. Are there any sites good for ambushes?
Well, like to ambush you or for you to ambush them?
I'll go with yes to both.
So it's eventually it does kind of turn into like a swamp as you get to the delta of River Star. And yeah, there's like bushes and trees and stuff, plenty of space for people to hide, off the beaten path if they wanted to. It'd be rather like think like nasty thick mud, right? Like it's not a pleasant thing to hide in. But you could certainly see people who are motivated, to kill you to do it. Likewise, if you were to suddenly, break line of sight, run through some trees, you could jump into the mud off the trail, and potentially, assuming they don't stop to look too hard, they keep running along the trail, you could ambush them.
River, you're good with a bow, yeah?
I like to think so.
Run ahead, get into the mud, take up a overwatch position. Giuseppe and I will meet you there at the normal pace with the boats. We're being followed.
Oh, sure. Make me do all the messy work.
Well, I try to avoid standing in mud. I almost sunk last time.
Yeah, so you're making me do it? I see how it is. City
You'll be
boy.
fine.
I'll go on ahead and find somewhere to hide along the path.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Uh, 26.
Okay. So you run on ahead, concealing yourself in the mud. Hebron and Giuseppe amble on by with the boats. A few moments go by, and this cloaked figure, still kind of keeping their distance, but very obviously following these two. What do you do?
Huh?
There's just the one guy?
Yep.
Hmm.
We'll just make for the shore under. You know, just going about our usual business. We're gonna put our boat down. You know, get ready to depart.
Sure, but she's walking past that pointy river set up in. So I was asking what River was doing.
Right, right. I'm just clarifying for Sleuth what we're doing.
I'm just gonna tail him.
Okay. So you start following the follower.
But they planned around our plan, and now there's a follower following our follower following their follower following us. How far are we getting to that shore under?
Well, you guys get to the shore and start setting your boats up in the river, Ocean Star. River following this person, as very clearly this person just starts walking towards you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
How close are they?
when they like make themselves obvious about 30 feet away, and just walking towards you.
All right. I'll hold up a hand and wave. Hail!
They stop and they raise up a hand. Greetings. I am Salida. I overheard you talking with that dwarf in the bar. I might have some information of interest, do you?
Oh, dang. Under how far have they followed us from the bar at this point?
About a mile.
Oh,
Maybe
dang.
two.
We've certainly made you take a walk.
That's okay. I prefer this to be done privately.
Hmm.
Really? Hmm.
Oh, yes. Ras Nisi is not to be crossed lightly, after all. And privacy ensures there are no. As they look back at pointedly at River, other ears. Shall we speak?
Oh.
We're speaking now.
Very good, then. She starts walking closer to you guys, so she's not 30 feet away and like half yelling.
I don't want her. I don't want her that close. How close do we let her get? 10 feet.
15.
That's okay. 15 feet.
So what do you do when she's at 15 feet and still walking
Tell her to
towards you?
stop.
Hold out a hand. Like, you know, there's close enough.
She reaches up and lowers her hood. I mean you no harm. I simply wish to convey some information and potentially aid you in this. As you can see, the face of a younger woman. I should have a picture. She looks like this.
Okay. Do we know what is that? That doesn't look human.
What are you talking about, mister?
What do you mean it's just like human?
That's paint, not scales.
Yeah, she's got tattoos.
Whole face-
Frankly,
She looks like she
mister,
got hit in the face with a shovel.
I feel like the sibilant voice is the giveaway.
I mean, it looks like she got hit in the face with a shovel.
What? What the fuck are you talking about?
Unless I'm looking at it wrong.
Well, I mean, her nose is kind of flat. I mean, I can understand where you're coming from.
Oh, yeah, I suppose perspective-wise, yeah.
She looks like she got hit in the face with a shovel.
She might
Her
have.
face goes over.
Hold on. Flattened nose. Sibilant voice.
Yes.
Snake people.
Snake people, snake people.
I mean, we're not allowed to use what they're called race, but they may still be.
Yanti.
Yeah. I don't think I would do that though.
What, you
Well.
snake people against us?
Yeah.
At least she's not lizard folk.
Yeah,
She's not-
Yanti exist. I don't know why you would think they
Oh.
wouldn't. Just like goblins exist, but you're not allowed to make goblin characters.
Goblin these nuts.
You've been holding that in for a long time, haven't you?
I don't remember the last time someone mentioned goblins.
Now, you cannot make goblins villains anymore. They are.
Shut up, mister.
Hey, guess what? The goblins are villains. Ta-da!
God, I love being a DM.
I'm gonna report you to
Okay.
Wizards of the Coast, and they are gonna stop you from using their stuff. I don't know how I heard that, but I heard that, and I saw that on fucking, I don't know.
They
We'll
are
give you
welcome
the
to
X.
try. They
I
will.
will
Yeah.
give you the X. We'll give you the X, man. Don't make me X the game, man.
Mister, quit
Yeah,
screwing
I
around.
don't. I also don't use the platform formerly known as Twitter, so that really wouldn't.
Oh no, there's
It's still
there's
Twitter.
a hand sign that.
I know what you're
do
talking
now.
about. I was just making
Oh.
a joke about it.
Anyway, but I
The-
don't trust her. Anyway, back to
God, really, mister? I don't think any of us do. That's why I put the
Mr. has
Ranger on
trust issues,
Overwatch.
Okay, Mr. has trust issues.
We both have trusted. We don't trust NPCs.
Now I don't even trust player characters. What the fuck?
Hey, that's a low blow, man. That
was
kind
one
of talk is,
time.
Killed me.
that
Twice.
kind of talk will allow the snake woman to divide us.
Mister, it was one time, and in our defense, it was really funny.
So I believe the snake woman. I mean the local informant was saying something.
Yeah. So she stops, lowers her hoods, and it's like, I mean you no harm. But you should know, Ras Nisi has eyes and ears all over this place, including in Novozan. He is a cruel, foul leader, and has turned his back on the old ways.
I was starting to think he was some kind of boogeyman. I suppose he is, though.
Oh, no, he is quite real and very mortal. But from the questions you were asking in Novozan, you are not friends of his, I think.
I mean, I think I'm a pretty friendly person.
Given our track record, I don't think there's much of the jungles we're friends with right now.
These things try to kill us in the jungle. If you notice that, everything that dies comes back to try to kill us.
Yes, I have noticed, and it has been most vexing. I assume you are adventurers come here to attempt their hand at sorting this issue out.
Something of the sort.
I mean,
A little more presumptuous than I would have put it, but
yeah, she's making a lot of assumptions.
I don't know if I'd say
I'm
we're on a
just trying to
grand
check out
quest.
the airship. I'm just trying to check out the airship. If we make it to the dragon, we make it to the dragon. If we don't, oh well. The
I
airship
mean,
that I'm curious about is on the way to the dragon. I want to see it.
Snappy, how many times do I have to tell you? There's no way a ship is gonna go in the air. Ships are made for water.
Man, if we can get some airship going in here, some Starjammer ship, are you kidding me? That is
But,
great.
Mister, it's not Starjammer. It's just a blimp.
No, it's blimps. Yeah, blimps. Anyway, still, a blimp would be awesome.
Right. So Raznasi, evil tyrant, bad man. Eyes and ears everywhere.
Yes. Which is why I came to see if you would be willing to help me.
Help you what?
Take over the Yanti, of course. To wrest them from this evil tyrant's grip.
Under?
What's up?
just to clarify, the Yanti are the evil jungle-dwelling snake people prone to cannibalistic human sacrifice.
Yes.
The very same. Yes.
The very same ones.
Hmm. Ah, yes, the Yanti of the same name. Shit. And all of the players who might rein me in under aren't present.
Go for it.
just the equally paranoid and the equally inclined.
Mm-hmm.
I take it you're a Yanti?
Yes. Does that trouble you?
I don't taste good.
I don't doubt it.
I mean, this body's been dead for I don't know how long.
Oh, I can smell that.
How? I buy perfume. It's the only thing. I have multiple bottles of perfume.
That's the
Perfume-
giveaway. That's the
Perfume
giveaway,
adds
Giuseppe.
smells. It doesn't get rid of them.
Oh, I do. I have like 6 bottles of perfume.
Giuseppe, we didn't want to break this to you like this, but you smell like a corpse rolling in cologne.
Typically, she's addressing Giuseppe. I prefer teriyaki for my meat.
Teriyaki chicken sounds good. You weren't talking about chicken, were you?
No, I don't think she was.
No, she's gives you this very toothy smile. I wasn't.
Okay, this is creepy. So,
Under.
speak
Yeah.
your piece, or
I'd like to gauge how potent she seems as a combatant.
Sure. Make an insight check.
Enough confidence to talk to us while also surrounded.
When does that stop literally any of us? Even when we were horribly
I mean,
outmatched.
from the looks of her.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
There's one other thing I can do. Because I tactically assess.
And what does that do?
Oh, Battlemaster, I can add a D8 to it.
Ah, okay.
I think that takes to 31.
So, looking at her, she doesn't look like much. You're pretty sure that unless she is incredibly magically powerful, you guys can probably beat her in a fight. That being said, she does look slippery enough that there's a decent chance that if you fight her, she can manage to escape. Like, she does look somewhat slippery.
let's not start a holy war, Gilbert.
Mister? Do my characters ever do anything but holy wars? No. The affairs of the Yuan-Ti are not something we want to get involved in. Bad for our health.
Doesn't have to be, though. We can help each other.
Nice try, but no. No, there's no way this doesn't end badly for us.
You wish to kill Ras Nisi, yes?
Again, she's making a lot of assumptions, huh?
But I think accurate ones.
Should it come
seen
up,
people of
wouldn't
your type
object.
before.
Should it come up, we won't object, necessarily. But for now, we have no desire for a confrontation with Ras Nisi.
Pity. She reaches and puts her hood back up. Should you change your mind, I'm sure we can find each other again here in Novozan. A good day to you. And
To
she
you
turns
as well.
and starts walking away.
Bye, have fun. I want chicken now.
I believe if any of the other party was here, we would have got something out of this. But because it's the only paranoid ones here, we're not going to get anything.
Right.
I believe we were supposed to gather something out of this conversation, but yeah.
Well, we were clearly going to be used as pawns in an internal power struggle. Historically speaking, Mister, we haven't responded well to people making those attempts with us. Remember back in Arcazar, there was that revolutionary. She tried to get us on board, and we basically immediately assassinated her, destroyed the resistance, and then, while simultaneously having decapitated Arcazar, we basically said, fuck the local political structure, let it all burn. And, then the Vlormir Freehold got built out of the wreckage because we played the politics real smart.
Okay.
The Yuan-Ti are our enemy.
I understand all of that in a game's perspective. However, that chick wouldn't have chased us down if she didn't have something to tell. Under wouldn't have put all that effort into it, and for us to just blow it off, it's kind of bad.
So
But
we
it
we
does
did
fit
get
what our characters would do.
information out of it. The dragon that has, at least from her point of view, usurped the power of the Yanti, is mortal and has enemies who are
What?
with
No, that's
some.
Rosna Sea.
Is that not the dragon?
No, that was about Rosna Sea.
Who the fuck is Rasnasi?
That dude the Naga told us to kill. You know, the snake dude who gave us that blessing.
Oh,
Which
and
is why
I incited the shit out of, and everything I got came back as like not untrustworthy.
oh, then yeah, fuck it.
that would make sense why a Yanti was trying to contact us.
Well,
We were on the mission from a Naga.
well, they don't necessarily know about that. We haven't spoken about that part aloud. They came to us because we were asking questions about Rosna Sea. They were trying to use that and our knowledge as a means of trying to get us in as pawns, you know, given the context, against their, their overlord. Given how this kind of political maneuvering would go, she targeted a group of less experienced adventurers because she doesn't intend for us to live. Practically speaking, we haven't even hit fifth level. We're still classified as novice adventurers.
Oh well, then do me a favor. Add the Yanti tribe to your list.
Did you think they weren't?
We'll come back later and pay him a visit.
Mister, do you know how genocidally inclined my characters are?
What? Gilbert's characters wanting to kill everything that looks and acts different from him? No
Look,
way.
hey, that's an unfair shake. If it weren't for the fact that so many of these groups were cannibalistic, human sacrificing murderers and bandits, I wouldn't be so stab happy. By the way, we still need to kill that hag. Granny Poo Poo must die.
Oh yeah.
Granny Poo Poo Delenta est. Granny Poo Poo must be destroyed.
Yeah.
Underdark said that the Ravam Remnant is vaguely kind of Byzantine themed in terms of it being former great empire, and that means I'm gonna channel Rome, and that means Granny Poo Poo must be destroyed. All right, so let's keep heading to Fort Vengeance. Also, the Yanti are aware of us. I wouldn't put it past her to try to still use us as a boogeyman for her boss.
Yeah, willingly or unwillingly.
Oh yeah. To Fort Vengeance we go.
Away.
It's the horrifying boogeyman of moderately experienced adventurer.
Yeah, she could always drum up our achievements.
We survived an encounter with some large rats in the basement.
Hey, those were were-rats. See?
The only where was where the rats were.
And they were in the basement.
All right, well, go ahead and give me a navigation check. So you guys get your boats in the water and begin paddling upstream.
Is Hebron assisting with this?
Oh yeah.
22.
All right. Yeah, you guys start your way up the river. The remainder of the day passing uneventfully as night falls on the river Oceanstar. What do?
Well, since my day is thrown off, I'll keep paddling for a bit.
Now you guys were able to realign it in town.
Could I intentionally keep mine unaligned?
Then you would have not been able to participate in that previous conversation.
Okay, fair enough.
It's easy for me to keep track of everything if you guys actually keep the same sleep schedule, damn it.
Dang, and here I was thinking throwing off my morning by 4 hours so that I wake up when everyone else is ready to go. I put my pants on, we all travel, and then I'm good for 4 more hours after them. Ah, well.
I mean, once we have our course set, you can just take a nap for 4 hours, not have that labor counting towards exhaustion.
Yeah, but I have to help you navigate. Yeah, this works. Under, can we paddle double time?
Yeah. You don't actually get, like, double speed, but you can move fast.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not covering double the distance, but yeah, taking that malice to perception or to get better distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So you get a bit further before night falls.
All right. Should we push it a bit?
Why do you always want to push it a bit?
Confound our opponents. We know that there's an insidious force aware of us. I'd rather keep estimates of where we could be thrown off.
Tell you what, I'll rest, you pedal, and then I'll pedal.
Yep.
I'll let you rest.
All right. I'll push under.
All right, con save.
I'm going to bed.
As you immediately get a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I'm burnt out from the previous day. Holy shit, that hit me. We'll camp. Unless River wants to take a shot.
Okay, we ball.
Well, you get to
All
pass the first hour.
So I'll go to bed. River keeps going.
All right, River, another one. And level of exhaustion.
All right, we got 2 more extra hours of fast-paced travel. Yeah, let's camp.
Okay, you guys
We'll do a chat order watch.
Okay.
With, I think that means Giuseppe will be able to pick up 4th watch because he has weird sleeping.
Right, yeah, he only sleeps for 4 hours. So, Giuseppe, what's your passive?
13.
Okay. So, it's like towards the beginning of 4th watch. You know, you've finished your long rest. And you hear the sound of twigs snapping in the woods to the north. And then another. And another. It sounds like a group of something coming closer.
I'm going to awaken the other 2. And prepare my bow.
So you said you wake us up?
Yeah.
One moment.
I
I
point
drop
out.
my d6.
Oh, and I point out where the noise was coming from.
I do believe he's listening to or watching Naruto while he's playing D&D.
No, I got it on Spotify, and it's on one of my lists, and I have everything that I listen to on it, including opening theme for anime. So yeah, so you never know what's
Nerd.
Yeah, I know.
All right, found my d6. So, as you're sitting there, you know, the jungle's pretty opaque. It's hard to see past about 30 feet, just from the thickness of the underbrush. When you start to see them emerge, pale-boned skeletons. You guys should roll initiative.
Yeah.
I forgot how high my initiative spiked
Wait.
after that +2.
I picked up alert last level. That should be a +11 for 21.
Oh. Under, when we were in town, could I have swapped out my armor, my splint mail for chain, or not chain, but studded leather?
If you have the money for it, sure.
I'm gonna sell my
You-
scale mail and studded leather.
Oh, scale now. Okay, I was gonna say you have splint, bitch. Give me that.
No, I have scale. I have scale. I'm sorry. Wasn't looking at it.
Yeah, no worries. You could have done that. There we
Armor
are.
class is better.
That is a cursed initiative setup. All right, River.
I am going to cast Hunter's Mark. Actually, no, I'm gonna stick my dragon on the closest one and shoot it.
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba. Sharpshooter shot because funny. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Plus 5, 10 to damage. Da, da, da. 20.
All right,
And
that's
then
good.
can my dragon, with its 40 feet of movement, get in melee with it?
It can, as it runs up into melee, the skeleton being destroyed.
Wonderful. Can I get to the next skeleton?
How much movement speed has he got?
40.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's gonna bite him.
Hit.
Five non-magical piercing.
That bloodies the skeleton.
All right. Then that will be my turn.
All right, Giuseppe.
All right. I'm gonna shoot the skeleton he just had, and since I'm gonna spend my bonus action to aim, give myself advantage.
All righty.
Damn.
Miss.
Fuck. All right. That's it.
All right, Hebron.
All right. So, distance?
20 feet.
How many?
15.
Good AoE, be nice.
I'm a fighter.
Oh, yeah. Our mages aren't here.
Fighter
We don't
Duncan.
have mages. How far up is the party advanced?
Just the Drake has moved. The rest of the party is at camp on the beach.
All right, I go to increase our front line, staggered rank, space between me and the dragon. That way, 2 spaces between me and the dragon. It's harder for things to move through. I'm gonna start laying into these guys with I'm gonna draw my mace and start going at them.
All right. Roll to hit. Hit.
5 bludgeoning.
It appears to be especially effective as you utterly smash the skeleton.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, the skeletons advance. The damn D4 got me. All right. So let's see. About 6 of them are going to get in the melee with that Drake that pushed up, and they're going to start stabbity stab. What's the Drake's AC?
16.
Not enough to survive this.
So it takes a total of 16 points of piercing damage as rusty short swords are stabbed into it 3 times.
All right.
How's it looking?
Bloodied. Not
All right.
dead.
Let's see. 3 of them are going to manage to get up into Hebron's line. I don't think any of them hit you.
Pathetic.
Let's see. 3 are going to start going that way. They'll have to take the dash action as they run into melee with Giuseppe. Three of them behind it. They are... Looks like they're trying to move around to get towards river, but aren't able to do so. The last 2 appear to have bows. And they shoot at Giuseppe. Does a 14 hit Giuseppe?
No.
All right, they miss. River?
I would like to shoot one of the ones with the bow.
All right, roll to hit.
Numbers. I'll remember where this is eventually.
That's a crit.
Just for... That's supposed to be a D, not an R.
Well, that skeleton's destroyed.
And then Drake will bite the guy.
All right. Miss.
I guess he won't bite the guy. That's my turn.
Okay, Giuseppe, there are 3 in melee with you.
Well, this is escalated. I mean, this has really gotten out of hand. All right, well, then I'm going to start poking them. Is anybody else in melee with me but these 3?
No. Hit.
It's dead.
Still shows up HP on my side. Ah, there we go. Yes, it is very much dead.
18 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, it just evaporates. Anything else?
Let me see. I think that's all I can do. Yeah.
Okay. Hebron, there are 3 in melee with you.
And smack the one on my left with the mace.
Okay. Roll to hit. Yep. It is especially effective, and that skeleton is near death. Anything else?
I'm gonna provoke attacks of opportunity and move up to the River's Dragon. I'm gonna help it.
Okay.
just engaging its skeletons.
Yep. As you run forward, does 16 hit you?
No.
All right, yeah. Your heavy armor just blocking all these rusty short swords.
They're no match for properly equipped fighters.
True. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, the ones that you left are going to follow you, and then two of the ones that were fighting the Drake are going to turn to you. 5 attacks coming.
Wee.
How about a 22? Does a 22 hit you?
So actually, 18 hits me.
Ah, okay.
Go down.
3 stabby stabs.
Ugh,
I
that's a good roll.
take 5 points of damage from the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
The other rusty short swords do nothing.
The other 4 stab at the Drake. For 16 more points of piercing damage.
And poof,
Mm-hmm.
Drake is gone.
All right, the remainder of the skeletons. So you've now got 8 skeletons surrounding you in melee. Hebron with one trying to squeeze its way in.
Oh no, a target-rich environment. What
Indeed.
will I do?
Giuseppe, the 3 in front of you are going to try and kill you. Or sorry, 2 in front of you are going to try and kill you. Does a 23 hit Giuseppe?
Yes.
All right, he stabs you for 7 points piercing damage.
Ow.
Let's see. And that would be those. It'd be those. Then the last guy with the bow shoots at Giuseppe again. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
All right, you dodge an arrow. A river.
I am going to once again shoot the guy. The other archer.
Okay. Rule to hit. Yep.
18. 18 again on damage.
And it's destroyed.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right, Giuseppe, there are 2 in melee with you.
I poke another one.
Rule to hit.
Well, apparently
Not
I don't.
that time.
I'm bonus action. As a bonus action, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Hebron, you are completely surrounded.
Bash.
Miss.
Action surge bash.
Hit. All right, that one is destroyed. Anything else?
No.
All right, well, that 9th one just slots right nicely into where that one got destroyed. So you're again surrounded by 8 as they all try to stab you.
Hit, miss, miss.
4 hits.
Yeah. One of those 11s I am riposting with Hebron's killer riposte.
Okay. Miss. as they then stab you for 25 points of piercing damage.
That's the first time that missed.
Oh no. They're warded.
No, there's just so many of them that it messed up the swing. All right, so 1, 5, 3, 4.
And let's see, so that was that.
Well, that's a bit of damage.
Mm-hmm. I think those two in front of Giuseppe are going to take swings at him.
No.
Does an 18 hit Giuseppe?
No.
All right. It is your turn, River.
I will. So all the ones that are left are in melee with the front line, Hebron and Giuseppe.
Yes.
I will start shooting into the melee.
Which one?
The one's closest to me.
All right, Hebron it is. Roll to hit.
That's skeleton closest to me.
Yeah, Hebron.
Excuse you, I'm a skeleton riding a meat mecha?
Technically, you're a bundle of nerves inside of a jello that is put onto a skeletal exoskeleton. Or endoskeleton.
Yeah, endoskeleton.
13 to hit. Twenty damage.
All right, that skeleton pops. Anything else?
No. That's it for me.
Okay, Giuseppe. 2 in melee with you.
I'm going to continue to kill. Or try. Is anybody else in melee with me? Or just me?
No, just 2 skeletons.
Okay.
That hits.
I don't think that came out right.
I'm not sure what you're going for there.
1d3 d8s plus 4.
A D3 number of D8s.
Exactly.
Ah, all right, you slay that
Right.
skeleton.
And I'm done.
All right, Hebron, 7 around you.
Bash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hits. All right, it is especially effective as you slay the skeleton. Anything else?
Second wind.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, well, skeletons. The one by Giuseppe stabs at him. 18 hit Giuseppe.
Nope.
And the 6 around Hebron. I believe that is 2 hits.
One hit.
Oh, 17.
18. Armor class is 18.
Yep. For
Yep.
4 points piercing damage.
1 point of damage, and Hebron's Killer Riposte.
Yeah, sure. Roll to hit. Yeah. The Killer Riposte slays again. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, Wait, no, this was their turn. River?
Next closest skeleton that isn't Hebron.
Yeah. Hit. Gone.
17.
4 more around Hebron, 1 around Giuseppe. Anything else?
That's it for me. I will be back in a minute.
Giuseppe?
I'm gonna keep hitting the last one that's by me, I guess.
Okay. Yep.
Six points of
What type of damage?
piercing,
It is bloodied.
and I'm done.
Okay. Hebron, there are 4 around you.
I swing.
You hit. As you munch the skeleton into bone meal.
That's all.
Okay. The skeletons retaliate.
They can try.
Nope.
Riposte.
Sure, go ahead. That hits. And another one becomes dust.
Hooray for perfect parries.
I don't think a 10 will hit Giuseppe, and it is River's turn.
Alright, perfect timing.
What do?
Next skeleton.
That hits. And it's gone.
That's my turn.
Giuseppe. Miss. Anything else?
Return, no. That's
All right,
return.
Hebron. 1 skeleton in melee with you.
Bonk.
Riposte. No, I'm just kidding.
as I slip on a femur.
Yeah, there's like all this bone around you just from all the blasting. No, you missed. Anything else?
No.
That skeleton attempts to stab you. I don't think a 13 hits.
No. I'm not gonna perfect parry though.
All right. And then the one in front of Giuseppe misses. River.
Nobody's almost dead, right? Like everyone's still on their feet.
Yeah, I've only been hit once for like 7 points. So.
Alright, perfect. Next skeleton.
Miss.
Oof.
Is
Alright,
that all?
that's it.
All right. Giuseppe. Miss.
Bitch.
Hebron.
Well, I slipped, so I'm gonna take a swing at its kneecaps.
Hit. Yeah, so you swing your mace. There's like this brief moment where it's just kind of staring at you as like the coyote time catches up to it as it collapses to the ground dead.
Just each segment of bones falling down below it.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, the last one targets Giuseppe. And misses. River.
Another shot.
Uh-huh. Miss. Giuseppe.
finally, shit.
Alright, as you kill the last one as it was attempting to fat roll its way around you.
Oh, God.
You guys are out of initiative.
Alrighty.
All right. All right, I will resummon my Drake companion.
Okay.
I'll have this one be. What's a common elemental damage around here? Probably poison and acids.
Yeah.
I'll have it be acid again. A little, was that brass on the metallic side?
I think it's copper. Oh, wait, is it? Hold on.
Gold is fire, silver is cold, bronze.
Apparently, brass is fire. Copper is
Lightning, I believe.
acid. Bronze is lightning.
Ah.
All right. So onwards with our sailing then.
No,
Well,
we gotta finish our rest.
Yeah, you gotta finish your rest. As the morning comes and you guys finish your rest, today is especially hot as the temperature soars above 100. A light breeze just brings more heat and humidity, though no rain actually falls. You guys have all successfully completed a long rest.
Hmm. All right. If it's all the same to you, Hebron, I'll take first shift rowing. You rest and take over once I start getting exhausted.
All right. Does that work for you, Under what we're trying to do?
I'm sorry, I did not understand. Say again.
Just like swap off. We can do like 6-hour shifts. So I'd take a 6-hour shift rowing, navigating, then Hebron takes a 6-hour, and then just wing it from there.
Yeah, sure. Still need a navigation check.
Navigation. 23.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys start rowing up the river Sosienstar. And you're rowing. It's about midday or so when you see ahead of you a body floating face down in the river, slowly drifting downstream towards you. Several kind of wicked-looking arrows sticking up out of its back that have pierced and destroyed the chainmail it was wearing.
Lasso it.
Does it look recent? Is he still bleeding?
No, you don't see blood in the water.
So, does it
Lasso
look
it.
like? Does it look like there's any like decay from being turned undead?
Make a perception check.
Perception 20.
Yes, it looks like it did turn undead and then died again.
All right. Yeah, I'll help Hebron lasso it then.
Okay. Whoever's doing the lassoing, give me a just an attack roll with a dexterity.
I'm probably better at this one. Proficiency or no?
Are you proficient with improvised weapons?
Simple and martial.
Then no.
Ugh.
Good enough. It's not like it's like actively trying to dodge. Being, a corpse. So you lasso it, bringing it closer to your ship. You can see that this looks to be a you actually recognize the armor layout and stuff. That this looks to be like one of those scouts from Fort Vengeance. Looks like this one didn't make it.
How far are we from Fort Vengeance?
Probably like a half day's travel.
Mm.
How quickly, assuming it didn't get stuck, could a body float from that point?
From Fort Vengeance?
Yeah, like let's say the body came from Fort Vengeance itself.
Uh-huh. Well, it would to get to this part in the river based on how slow the river is, this is like a day, maybe a day and a half.
Hmm. Okay. So, in all likelihood, it would have been washed up then by the side of the river. If it had come from that point. Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay. So you just kind of take a quick look at the body and just keep going.
Oh, no, we're taking it with.
Oh, okay.
We swing by Fort Vengeance, let him know.
Yeah, give him the body.
All right.
Okay.
Detour.
I mean, we're going to Fort Vengeance.
Oh. Oh. Right.
So you guys keep going along the river. Another hour or so, and hey, there's another body ahead. This one face up in the river. A couple of arrows in its chest. Same style of arrow.
Fish that out. I do believe we're heading into a massacre. What kind of arrows?
Make a history check.
History.
Yes. You recognize the style of arrow from what you've heard.
I'll be tactical assessing this.
Well, you've heard of some rough native tribes and stuff kind of using arrows like this, so probably some and based on what you've seen in the jungles, probably either cannibals or goblins.
Hmm. All right. You take this body as well. Remember, guys, 1's an anomaly, 2 is a trend, 3 is enemy action. We keep going.
Okay. You keep going. And as the day's light gets low, you can see around the bend ahead of you the small little dock with Fort Vengeance looking down on it. You can also see that part of the palisade has collapsed. Several bodies are prominently staked out on the spikes that had been surrounding the motte. And you can see what looks to be firelight from within. Though, not like the thick black smoke curling above of like burned tents, but more like big campfire.
We proceed in careful like.
Okay. Yeah, as you get closer, you hear horns being blown. And you can see several armored figures, like poking over the crenellation at the top of the palisade, pointing bows at you, though they do not fire. You can see in the sand and dirt around the approach from the dock to the fort, various kinds of much nicer looking arrows than the ones that shot the 2 scouts.
All right. We signal them and pull up to the dock.
How do you signal them?
Wave. Can we? How far are we?
Not
Like a few hundred feet.
No. The dock tie-off area is like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. About 35 feet to the main gatehouse. Here,
I think it means how close are we to them.
Yeah. This is Camp Vengeance. With the whole palisade. Part of that southern wall's collapsed in what you saw.
We can just yell over to them then.
Yeah.
All right.
What the hell happened here? Oh, sorry. So the 3 are playing with something else?
No. That's pretty much just going to say the same.
A voice yells back, "What does it look like? The damn goblins had a troll!"
Oh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh.
Do you mind if we come in? Oh, sorry.
That depends. Why are you here?
Well, we mostly came here to help you guys out like we did the last time we came here.
You hear some murmuring, and this other voice of someone like saying, like, you can almost just make out going, like, I have no fucking idea who these guys are. Go ask the commander.
The person we brought over was the priestess, right?
Yeah.
Maybe,
One moment.
Insight check.
Sure, make an insight check.
Tactical assessment. I'm tossing that shit on here too.
Sure. You really get the sense that they don't think you're hostile, but they have no idea who you are.
Okay. So I'm not having a Caiaphas Cain, my palms are itching instinct.
No. This is more along the lines of you walked up to a fort and the guy on guard duty is like the brand new buck private, and he's like he has no idea who the fuck you are or the fact that you had lunch with the commander last week.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, so he's kicking it up the chain.
If you're going to the commander about us, let him know we're the group that brought the priestess over recently. I'll at least tell them who the hell we are.
A moment goes by. Yeah, you can come in. Open. You're facing the way. Open the gates. Cheval de Marche. Just kidding.
Ah, trap! I knew it. My pathological distrust of every NPC has been justified.
Alright. I'll head on in.
Yeah, eventually you hear the sound of like gates being unbarred and the kind of rough-hewn gates swing open. You know, the inside you can see looks busy, but not like panicked or anything. And the gate guard's like, "Oh, afraid those look to be a little beyond saving. Sorry to say."
Yeah. Well, we brought the bodies back just in case. Well, more so we could bury them properly.
Not a good idea to bury bodies here.
Yeah,
Normally burn them.
Cremate
Mostly
it
for
better.
IDing them.
Yeah, that'd be the scout party we sent out. We're a bit thin on the ground here. You know, between the camp diseases that the priest has been dealing with, but still kind of incapacitates people, and the fact that getting recruits out here has been basically non-existent. Well, let's just say we're glad to have you guys. Welcome to Fort Vengeance.
Yeah, good to be back. As I look over the sorry state of the camp, you know,
there's this
if
dead
you're having-
troll corpse just impaled by several broken bits of the palisade, just like halfway into the base.
Yeah, that there is going to draw bugs that give you disease.
We know. We're gonna burn it eventually.
You, do you need some help fixing the place up? I don't think we're here for long, but I wouldn't mind giving a hand for a while.
You'd have to ask the commander that. He's in the big tent in the center there. Why don't you go ahead and see what he needs?
Of course. And we go see the commander.
Yeah. You can hear them closing the gate, barring it behind you as you walk in.
Hey, Giuseppe, Hebron, can we ask about where the goblins are and see if we can't deal with that? Or
Oh yeah, we're gonna deal with that. Such a thing demands reprisal.
So you walk in just as Commander Breakbone is like yelling at this half elf in front of him. Basically going, you know, I know we don't got any guys that we could just send to deal with the Goblin camp, but we know where it is. We need to kill them before they come back, or we're all going to die.
He says, as Hebron says, we demands a reprisal.
Commander Breakbone, he's right there with you. He just doesn't have any guys, and then he looks up at you guys, and you can just see the light bulb above him.
I may have some good news. We have some people who aren't tasked with staying to defend Fort Vengeance that can go and deal with goblins.
Excellent! Come over here.
Okay, I'll follow him.
Yeah. Well, he basically calls you up and he's got like this like rough sketched out map of the area. He says, "All right, Sergeant Firebeard, Sergeant Salhana, meet those adventurers that brought the priestess in. I forget your names, but it doesn't matter. You'll be well remembered after this."
Adventures works.
Yeah, our party's what? A ranger, a hedge knight, and whatever the fuck Giuseppe is. Wait, these guys are on knightly order, aren't they?
Yes.
Well, I thought Giuseppe was the hedge knight.
Well, yeah, knightly order, basically.
What was their shtick?
That they're like an expeditionary force sent by a knightly order from Novozon to try and like purge the jungle of undead.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a really great idea. It hasn't been working out so well for them.
Well, yeah, because they haven't been given a supply chain. Where's their logistics? The recruitment?
Well, it's in the river. And then it died and got into the woods, and now they've got worse problems.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We are their logistics. We might be one of the few things that can easily get in and out of this area from the looks of it.
Is there a reason for us to not join up?
Freedom of adventuring spirit. If we formally join up, we are joining their order.
That is true.
Right. Glad you're here. So as he points to this map, where very clearly there's been like some areas like, so we thought we had the goblins here and here. Turns out those were cannibal camps. And the goblins ambushed us on the way back. But
what's the difference between a goblin and a cannibal camp?
Cannibals are sort of people.
Well, that's being generous. Generally speaking, cannibals are easier to kill. Goblins are sneaky little fuckers. And, as we found out, they have trolls. Who are not quite so sneaky, but pack a wallop. Anyway, here as he taps the circled, area to the north. That right there, we're like 90% sure Goblin Central. You guys get in there and kill them all. That'll break the back of the goblins in this region. We can actually make some damned headway against the undead then.
About how many do you think are in this camp?
It's a small goblin camp, maybe 50 to 100. And maybe a dozen trolls. Nothing you lot shouldn't be able to handle. I believe in you.
Oh, that's doable.
What?
Rolls might cause some issues, but should be manageable if we're clever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did send a scout force that was armed with all of our alchemist fire. We haven't gotten them back yet. But somewhere between here and this goblin forge, if they got taken out, I bet you can get some of those supplies. Alchemist fire might come in handy against trolls.
Out of curiosity. Sorry, you first, Sleuth.
I've also got some acid sources, so if we don't get that fire, it's not the end of our expedition.
Oh, I have every confidence in your ability to improvise in the field. You've shown that much. I was just pointing out resources that you might be able to scavenge should you need them. Trying to give you as much of a leg up as I can, considering that if you fail, we're kind of screwed here. I'm not gonna lie, the situation's bad.
How many nights do you have left?
6 full nights. You met 2 of them, my 2 sergeants here. And 4 other full-armed. Everybody else is basically just squires. Useful in a pinch to defend the place, but you wouldn't want to take them in an assault with you. Not yet, anyway. They're not fully trained.
All right. Out of curiosity, what do we have in terms of large undead in the region? Have they killed any of the large predators yet?
No, not as far as I know. Most of the fauna here seem to be rather skittish about the undead they run. So haven't really had to deal with a whole lot of, thunder lizards running around that are undead.
All right. Fortunate and unfortunate.
That would be terrifying.
Do we know of any undead concentrations up to the north near that goblin camp, or they're keeping their territory pretty well clear?
They're pretty good about clearing out any large concentrations. The cannibals to the west, not so much. You're more likely to run into them there than the north. The north, you're generally going to be goblins and troll country. Ambushing sneaky little fuckers that they are.
And how good have you found these undead to be at moving towards populated centers?
Terrible. I see where you're going with this. Yeah, we tried to kill a bunch of the cannibal camps and run them towards the goblins. It didn't work.
Damn. This camp, surface, underground, any kind of weird fortification?
Oh, well, they have the usual goblin mimicry of our type of palisade. Not nearly as effective as proper palisade, you understand, but as far as we know, they haven't dug any subterranean structures there. Don't know why they picked that spot. Kind of a crappy position, to be honest, but, well, they've held it this long, so I guess there's something to it. Other than that, we don't really have much information for you. Like I said, we sent a scouting party with some alchemist fire to try to thin out the troll herd. We haven't heard back from them. I presume they're lost. Isn't dead, no, just wandering around.
Right. In this jungle, is there really a difference?
Time. If they were just wandering around, you might be able to find them in time to save them. But they've been out there a week. They're dead.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be back. I gotta back.
We'll rest here tonight, and then we'll head out in the morning.
Good. Guys, I am glad you guys are here. We could use some experienced hands at this.
All right.
Will melting that troll's corpse be enough to get rid of it, or does it have to burn? As far as insects and creatures go.
I've been told burning it's the safest. I had some squires setting a bit of a bonfire up to deal with it at the moment. Unfortunately, our campfires, normal fires for dealing with this type of thing, aren't exactly big enough for it. Stinky fucker. I'll be glad when it's gone and I can repair the goddamn hole in the fence.
All right, then. I guess we'll camp out for the night then. We'll head out in the morning.
Sounds like a plan.
And then, guys, I think we should probably volunteer ourselves to help shore up their watches.
Yeah, and their defenses.
Precisely.
How far is the goblin camp from here?
Well, each of those hexes is 6 miles. So about 48 miles.
That's like a 2-day trip at a regular speed.
A 2-day trip at regular speed over open terrain. You're in jungle, so it'll probably take you 3 days. Jungle is harder to navigate through.
Is this going to be like solid ground, swampland, marshes?
Jungle typically is going to be generally solid, though there might be some lower lying dells that are kind of swampy. But there won't be any like large like pools of standing water you'll have to deal with. Generally speaking.
We're not going into another mangrove bog. We
Right,
should
yeah,
be
it's not a
able,
bog, it's a jungle. They're different.
yeah, we should be able to set a fire in the surrounding area and burn out or burn in a lot of the goblins and trolls.
It is possible to make fires in a jungle. Generally, the jungle itself is fairly wet. It won't burn readily. Like, your chances of creating a wildfire are pretty much nil.
Do you have access to any magic, guys? Giuseppe?
Not on that scale. Giuseppe is more rogue than paladin, from what I understand.
All right. All right. All right. So yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll camp here for the night. We'll take watches to help them out, and then we'll depart in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, you take your watches. The night passes uneventfully. You notice that the squires are generally you don't see any of the full knights on watch. Really, it's been left up to the squires to handle the night watches. When you talk to them, they basically say that they have orders to wake anybody should they see anything, but the camp is too large for the few nights that they have left to be spared for this.
Mm-hmm.
Goblins see well in the dark.
Yes, they have dark vision. But they do tell you that there was a major attack a day ago, so chances are nothing's going to happen tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I had a cousin who made that kind of comment about boss fights in a dungeon. Didn't work out well.
Why would your cousin fight a boss in a dungeon? Was it your cousin's boss?
Don't ask.
What the hell kind of
Alright.
work does your family get into? Did any goblins escape the last attack, or did they all die?
Yeah, the squires talk about how no, they didn't all die. When the troll died after breaking through, they tried to push in a bit. When they realized that the squires and the knights were, more of a defensive still than they thought, it was costly, but at least a dozen goblins got away. When they broke and ran.
All right. Well, there's only
do these guys have uniforms?
Not really. You do notice that all the squires have like a necklace with like a crudely wrought amulet that kind of matches the banner flying over the commander's tent.
Ah.
Go ahead.
I need to ask the commander for a spare banner. If they have one.
They do.
Would they mind parting with it?
For you, absolutely. They have no problem giving you a banner.
Very cool. We're going to fold that up.
All right. So, we got a 3-day journey ahead of us if we're being a little bit on the optimistic side. For the last day, we should probably slow down a bit, try and sneak around, do some reconnaissance of the area, see if there's any spot we can, any spot we can find a weakness in defenses.
Actually, there is a question there. Do they have like any spare suits of lighter armor?
None that are really spare. What do you need it for? Is what he says.
Well, if we're going to be stealthy, chainmail isn't the best equipment for moving through the jungles quietly.
I have a suit of leather armor that might fit.
Oh, that'll work then.
Well, yeah, I'll say they don't actually have like leather armor. They're pretty much all wearing chainmail.
That's fair.
You know, the only one who's not in chainmail is Commander Breakbone, who is in plate.
It's just I find myself like mechanically in this strange situation of having 16 strength and dexterity, so I can just freely switch between equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And I have ambush. Yeah, so River, if I could borrow that suit of armor.
Yeah, sure. Don't mind the poor fit. It is not tailored for somebody your size. Or at all, really.
Well, they do have breastplate stretchers they can lend you.
Oh yeah, we'll use that then. Just gotta be able to use it for this segment when we move in.
So you're swapping to the lighter armor now in Fort Vengeance?
Yep.
Okay.
That way I'll stow my other armor. That way I can move stealthy like.
Uh-huh.
I've only taken a 2 decrease to my armor, although I no longer benefit from heavy armor master, so I don't want to get hit, but I'm less tanky, but I have a stealth now of +3 plus D8.
Nice. Yeah, as long as you don't get, found out and then the battle line of 18 goblins unleashes their darts at you.
All right, so we're good to head out then.
Excellent, excellent. Wish you the best of luck.
Doesn't sound like we'll need too much of it. Might want to keep some for yourself. All right,
We don't need luck. We've got skill and force of arms.
Always take luck. Never count that out.
Winning because your opponent's an idiot is just as good as winning because you're a genius.
You misunderstand. I'm not saying that I won't take luck should it happen, but I refuse to rely upon it.
Oh, that's smart. All right. Onward.
All right. You guys set off into the jungle, heading towards this vaguely defined goblin position. Give me a navigation check. What's up?
I propose that we head there via the hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, head up that way helps make navigating easier, and then we can come at them from the west. Or east. They'll be to our west.
Right, I understand.
Yeah.
Still need a navigation check. As you guys are heading off to the north.
River, I will assist you.
24.
All right, yeah. So you guys start walking through on this hot, sticky day, making your way through the jungle. It is about the height of noon when you hear ahead of you the sound of heavy footfalls and like something being dragged through the dirt.
I would like to hide, and can we tell which way the footfalls are going, or just direction?
Make a perception check.
Can I also make one?
Yeah. It's about 30 feet ahead and appears to be kind of meandering to the left.
I'm guessing both of us are going to break into stealth and, get the jump on him.
Okay. Well, why don't you guys give me a stealth check as you start moving forward through the brush. Yeah, as you spy, as you get about 10 more feet ahead, a solitary soldier, equipped like one of the squires from Fort Vengeance, a longsword kind of held loosely in a hand, being dragged behind him through the dirt. The armor is tattered. You can see several arrows sticking out of him in different directions, and you can almost hear him murmuring to himself, "River, need to get to the river. The river, water, the river. Where's the river?" Almost like he's delirious.
Ah. Okay, so it's not undead. How fucking injured does he look?
He appears to be near death.
Okay. River, I just want to keep Overwatch.
I actually have healing. I can just cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, yeah. Give him this water skin, too.
Yeah. Alright.
I'll be
I
Overwatch.
I'll break from stealth. Just approach him and say, "Hey, you look like you've seen some shit. I can help." I'll hand.
Say again. You hand what?
I'm just gonna hold out the water skin, like offer it to him, and a good berry for good measure.
Yeah, okay. So you hold out the water skin and the good berries. He turns to you, going, "Water," and as his eyes kind of lock with yours, you can see, like, his eyes begin to glow with a red iridescent light, and he lunges for you. Roll initiative.
He's been infected with scurvy.
Gonna knock his ass out.
Giuseppe, you here, mister?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Party's being attacked. Roll initiative.
We gotta take him alive. He's a squire. He's delirious.
Yeah, delirious and also with glowing red eyes.
Yeah, well, that's weird. We do need to find out what that is. It's better to take him alive.
All right, Giuseppe. So River and Hebron kind of snuck ahead a bit to try to make contact with him, and then that all went sideways. So he's about 40 feet ahead of you at the moment. You don't have direct line of sight from here, but you do hear him yell as he lunges toward.
I'm going to move 30 feet. I'm going to move forward till
Okay.
I can see him.
Yeah, you can just kind of push through the jungle. After about 20 feet, you can see him clearly ahead in melee with River. River holding out what looks to be a good berry and his water skin. The delirious squire has several arrows sticking out of his ruined armor, and he's like dragging a longsword, like held loosely in his right hand.
Okay.
His eyes are
alive.
His eyes are
right.
visibly glowing red.
Yeah, but I don't have anything from a distance that I can hit him with that is non-lethal.
There are very few things at a distance that are non-lethal, aside from healing.
Yeah. I can't get into there to touch him, to lay on hands, to see if I can calm him down. He's how far from me? 20 feet, you said?
Yes, 20 feet.
Wait, you can walk up and cure disease or poison or Heal
I've
him.
already moved 30 feet.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, I don't have the movement to get to him. Y'all went on ahead, remember?
Yeah. We'll be fine for this turn though. We just
All
gotta
right.
cure his ass.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait and wait and see what
Okay. River, what do you do?
Let's see if this works. He looks like he's just about dead, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna pop him on the forehead with a cure wounds.
Okay. Make a spell touch attack then. Like it's a spell attack. So
Yeah, I've got to figure what that is because rangers don't have any attacks with those.
wisdom, right? Oh, okay, you got it.
12.
He dodges, and you do not hit him with the cure wounds, losing
Does it
the spell. Yeah, you cast the spell and only go to touch him with it to heal him, and he dodges it.
Interesting. All right. Bonus action, I'm going to tell my Drake to restrain him because this is weird. And
Okay.
the Drake is gonna try and grapple him.
I meant to
Oh,
click on
I
the
read-
chat, and instead Discord decided to throw me into a different channel.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
14 to grapple.
All right, you grab him.
All right. That's it for me.
All right, Hebron.
Do you want me to knock him out?
At this point, we might as well.
All right. Under, since I'm all concealed and shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sneak up. I'm gonna fucking Vulcan nerve pinch his ass.
Okay. You will have to cover some open terrain to get behind him. So I will need a stealth check just to make sure you don't make too much noise that he hears you. Okay, yeah, you approach. He doesn't. You're right behind him, and he does not appear to have noticed you.
All right. Unarmed attack. I'm gonna Vulcan nerve pinch his ass.
Okay, roll to hit. You have advantage. You hit. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was your stealth check. I'm sorry, I looked away, and then I after I said you hit, and then yeah, 18 also hits.
18. We're gonna battle master maneuver trip attack. This shit's all non-lethal.
Okay.
So let's see. Unarmed is strength. It's just flat strength, right? 1 plus strength.
Yeah, 1 plus your strength mod,
All right.
plus whatever the trip attack gives you. All right, yeah, as you just kind of crunch into his neck. Does he have to make a save against falling?
Yes.
Strength?
It is a save versus being knocked prone. Although he is also grappled by the dragon.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, that affects his speed, not his saves. It's not restrained.
Does a 16 pass?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else as you pinch him in the neck?
No.
No. As you notice the skin tearing. And dark, like blood red insects begin pouring out of the wound as he opens his mouth and screams. Insects, more of these, just spew forth from his mouth. And I need a Constitution saving throw from River, the Drake, and Giuseppe. Hebron's actually behind him, so he's out of the zone of this.
What kind of save?
Constitution.
17 for River. Five for the Drake.
Okay.
11 for Giuseppe.
All right. So the Drake and Giuseppe failed. River passed for half damage. There's 2 parts to this. So that is 7 points of piercing damage as a bunch of these blood red insects start stinging the 3 of you. And 11 points of poison damage. But yeah, you can see Hebron like get like the skin torn, just insides like just these insects just spewing forth out of the wound you made in his neck.
Like he's just all bugs?
Like he's bugs wearing a skin suit.
I hate this jungle. I'm
Giuseppe?
going to kill it.
My turn?
Yes. You spewed those insects. They bit you. What do you do?
How far is the guy from me still? 20 feet?
20 feet.
You have him, Gilbert?
I can take care of him.
All right.
Although if you have...
I don't have anything unless I can move into melee, and I don't know if lay on hands will.
Nah, he's bugs all the way through. He's bugs in a skin suit.
So you want me to kill him instead?
Yeah. Kill the
All right.
swarm.
All right, I'm shooting him.
All right, roll to hit.
Actually, no, I'm just gonna walk into a range melee with him and stab him.
And just to be clear, this is like there's no meat in this man. He's all bugs.
You have not seen any actual meat. Like the skin was like papery and just kind of curled off of him when you pinched it.
Jesus fuck.
Worst case scenario at this point, it's a mercy kill.
Yeah.
Is Gilbert in range with him? In melee with him as well?
If you go into melee, everyone is in melee with him.
Ooh, I think that gives me advantage. Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't give me advantage, but I can sneak attack.
Yes. You can run at him from the front and surprise him with a sneak attack as you hit him.
Yes. Is he considered a fiend or undead
Yes.
for smite? Yeah. $18 points of yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you rip into him, tearing the skin under his armor, bugs pouring forth. He's now bloodied. Anything else?
No.
All right, River.
I'm going to. Fuck, I'm gonna stab him.
Roll to hit.
Numbers.
Hit.
D6. Drake reaction, acid damage on this. 6. 14. 3 of that is acid, if that matters. And
It
that's
does,
my turn.
because the acid does not appear to be particularly effective.
Understandable.
Though he still looks to be, near death, like near destruction after that. Anything else?
All right. That's it for River, and then the Drake is gonna try and pull him prone.
All right. I believe it's a contested grapple.
Yes.
He manages to not be pulled prone.
All right. That's it for me.
All right, Hebron.
Draw the Ravum short sword, stab.
Roll to hit. Hit.
Trip attack.
Okay. All right, yeah. You stab into him. The final vestiges of his, humanoid form tearing and falling apart as he explodes in blood red bugs, which just push out against all of you. And I need con saves from all four of you.
Fair time to step away for a donut.
Yeah, because I need a con save from you and your Drake.
$12 and $20.
All right. Well, the Giuseppean River failed. We'll take all of it. I assume the 12 is you.
Yeah.
And Hebron and the Drake managed to resist for half. Again, two parts to this. Of 7 piercing and 12 poison. As the bugs flit about you, biting, scratching as they flit away into the jungle, leaving nothing but a bloody smear on the ground, some ruined armor, some torn pants, and a longsword. You guys are out of initiative.
That poofs the dragon. Which means I'll have to get him again.
I shall collect the long sword.
Okay. It appears to be of a moderate make. Like, it's not especially fancy. It's not super crude and basic. It is well worn. It is like a common soldier's sword.
All right.
All right. Onwards then.
All right. You continue north. Eventually, the sun setting and darkness falling upon you, and what you can now see slightly hillier terrain of the jungle.
Alrighty.
You guys are sticking with the same watch order?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Again, the night passes without incident. Morning comes to hot, still air with a light drizzle falling on your heads. Navigation check, please.
Navigation. Where is my mouse? There it is. With help? Question mark.
I'm helping, yeah.
23.
All right. Lucked out. So you guys continue north, following the edge of this hilly terrain. The day passing uneventfully. Night falls and passes. Morning comes. It remains hot. A light wind has picked up. The drizzle remains. Another navigation check, please, as you begin to turn to the west.
I propose that here we take a slower pace so that we can be stealthier and more observant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably add another half to full day, but it'll be worth it probably. Navigation is 19.
Okay. So yeah, you're pretty sure you're heading west. I need all of you to make a stealth check. And just so you're aware of how I'm mechanically handling this, I've been rolling, as you guys have been moving, a d20 at certain intervals to check for random encounters. This close to the goblin base, those are pretty much going to be goblin patrols. Your average party's stealth will subtract from the die, and therefore lower chances of encountering anything.
Oh, that's good to
Yeah.
know.
So, Giuseppe?
Yeah.
Stealth. The whole party's trying to be stealthy as you guys are approaching
Oh,
the
good.
goblin base to avoid patrols and the like. So, party average stealth.
Son of a bitch, I can't roll tonight. Fuck.
I mean,
It's fine. Like I said, I'm taking the average of the party, which is a 19. Two 26s and a 5. And using that to offset the chance that you encounter a patrol. Which basically means that as you spend the day, you avoid, the obvious paths that the goblins and the trolls have carved. As you get closer and closer to your goals, you can see that those lines get a little closer together. It becomes harder to avoid it, though you do manage it. Comes close a couple of times, but it looks like the average patrol is a goblin and like a dozen goblins. Or it's a troll and a dozen goblins.
A goblin and a dozen. Ah, yes, a baker's goblins.
Yes. You do find like occasional bones on the ground where it's plainly obvious that something died, turned undead, and got smushed by a troll.
Were we able to find the scout party?
No.
They probably took a much
They
more
took
direct route.
they took a much more
Mhm.
direct route. There was basically no chance once you decided to go north and swing in from the side that you were going to find them.
Copy that.
On the other hand, the goblins are not from what you've seen, the patrols are to deal with undead. They're not like to the east over here of the goblin fort. They're not actively looking for enemy forces so much as undead, which makes it a lot easier for you to make this approach.
Hmm. At the very least, we can scope this out and see if we'll need those supplies.
Mm-hmm. And as you spend the night in kind of like a little dell. Morning comes, you creep closer, and through the trees you can see what looks to be a fortress. Rather crudely built, but at least 2 concentric rings of rough-hewn palisades, small huts. You can see goblins and trolls kind of milling about. No attempts at farming, clearly. Just crude implements of torture and defense near the outside. And in the center, you can see a short, squat stone tower. Clearly not of goblin make. And you can also see they've cleared about, 50 feet around the palisade of trees. And I think that is where we'll call it this evening.
Alrighty.
Yeah, all right.
I think we'll